Well, how long are you already here for?
8 years.
A year and a half in Bangkok.
Since 2017.
We've been here for 14 years now.
We are in Bangkok, and in this episode we're gonna find out what it is like to live and work in the capital city of Thailand. I hope you're excited. Let's go! Are you working in Bangkok?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are you doing here for miles?
I'm teaching English at an international university.
Okay. And did you get the degree, let's say, in America for this?
I got it here.
You got it here?
Yeah.
How does that work?
They didn't want to transfer my credits 7 years ago from my associate's degree. I had to start from scratch, and I went to the Hang University and studied with their international program for my BA in English.
Wow. And how long are you living in Bangkok already?
Since 2017.
Wow. So that's like 7 years?
Yeah, just about.
What is the biggest benefit of living here?
Weather, food, or climate rather. And my wife.
Oh yeah, is she Thai? Is she?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Where did you meet?
Online.
Here in Thailand, or?
Yeah, well, we started talking online when I was in the States, and I had never traveled abroad before.
Yeah.
And we talked for maybe half a year, and then I came to visit.
Wow.
Stayed for a few months, went home, saved up some money, and
Oh,
came
so
back.
I think we've got a bit of a taboo there because it's internet dating, especially internet dating with a Thai lady. I mean,
Sure,
it could
sure.
be a taboo. So,
Oh, yeah.
So how did you get to a point that you were like, I just go?
At first, it was kind of, like you said, it is taboo, especially, foreigners. But, the more we talked, then I just got to the point I was, I just didn't care. If you're single, it would be great, just because there's a lot of,
It's the married man now.
Yeah. I mean, they got lots of nightlife and stuff. That's why I say that. It's still good with a wife.
Where are you from, actually?
Iowa.
How's the lifestyle over there compared to here?
Oh, wow. Well, I worked in the agricultural business for 9 years.
Oh, wow.
From a pretty small city in Iowa. People hold the doors open for each other, and then people say thank you. And one of the things I noticed is when I first moved here, I would hold the door open, and people would just walk in, and don't say anything, like I'm a butler or something. That's kind of weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That kind of sticks out in my head, I guess.
Are there any downsides of living here?
I would say, especially salary. I mean, your salary, your money goes a lot farther here than it would back home. But there are people that will come here and they're expecting to be making like the same amount of money, and it's probably not going to happen unless you're very highly qualified and you get into like a really, really, high institution.
So let's say if you're making back home $4,000 US, you maybe make half of it and you can do a lot less.
I would say so.
Are you working in Bangkok?
I am.
For how long are you already here for?
8 years.
Do you have to be here or do you really want to be here?
I want to be here.
And why is that?
I like the freedom that Bangkok gives me. Enjoy my interests, enjoy my friends, everything. Nice travel, easy to get to most of the destinations in Southeast Asia.
Do you have to do many hours here or is it like a 9 to 5 job kind of thing?
Sort of a 7 till 3 job.
Can I ask you what you're doing?
I'm a communications director at an international school.
And what do you do then exactly? Like what do you
I take care of all of the events, all of the communication with parents, internal, external. Make sure that the school looks okay, PR and marketing. I came here with my ex-husband.
Okay.
He was a teacher, I was going to retire. He left and I stayed and got a job.
Would you like to live anywhere else than Bangkok at the moment or you just stick with Bangkok? You love it so much?
I love it. I don't know, I've been to Laos. Yeah, I love Laos as well. Maybe, the world's my oyster.
What would you say is the biggest benefit of working and living here?
The biggest benefit is probably the people. They're very kind and they're willing to help as much as you can. The biggest minus, if you don't know the language, it's nice to know a few words before you get here. Okay. Depending on which area you're going to live in. Some of the areas don't speak English at all. And therefore, if you haven't got English or Thai, you're a bit screwed.
Are you still talking about Bangkok, the city?
Yeah,
still
even Bangkok, the city.
How long have you been here, sir?
2 years.
2 years in Bangkok.
A year and a half in Bangkok.
Are you working at the moment?
Yeah, I work online.
We're basically trying to find out what it is like to work and live in Bangkok. What are you doing, may I ask?
So I work online for an American company, and I work nighttime. It's still convenient to live here because you can use Grab and you can get food delivered any time of the night and go out to restaurants and stuff at nighttime. So it's convenient to work at night also.
Definitely, I definitely see a lot of pluses here. Also the public transport, for example. You're probably heading to the BTS or the MRT. Very convenient. Are there any downsides of living in Bangkok?
In the hot season, it's a little too hot. That's it.
Have you been traveling at all or you're just staying in Bangkok?
Just a few places, like near Bangkok and Phuket.
Why did you decide to come over here?
Cheaper living.
How do you do that with the visa? Do you have a special visa for this, or?
So actually I stayed here for a year or so without a visa.
Okay.
And then I got deported and came back on a education visa.
You got deported?
Yeah.
Well, how does that work? What happened?
It's just stayed too long without a visa.
Yeah.
And yeah, too many border runs. I did a bunch of border runs back and forth, and
Did they lock you up and they just put you on a plane?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they sent me to Malaysia.
Did you have to pay a fine as well?
No, just the plane ticket to leave.
And now you are able to come back on what kind of visa are you on now?
So right now I have a student visa. That's it.
Thank you for being so open. Can you think of one thing that you would change over here to make it better for, let's say, people like you?
The first thing I thought of when I came to Bangkok was the BTS and MRT don't go everywhere in Bangkok, so the public transport is convenient, but it doesn't go everywhere in the city. Like if you go somewhere to Japan or Korea or like China, the metro gets you everywhere in the city. Bangkok is still developing, I guess.
We've saved the best for last. We are here with Global Travel Mate.
Hey man,
Hey man.
how are you?
Very good. Long time no see.
Long time no see. I think like 1 year.
Yeah.
Probably longer.
Hey guys, I actually know this guy. We're having a drink here in the middle of Bangkok, and this is going to be the probably most interesting part of the video, the last 3 minutes.
I hope so.
How long have you been living here already?
We've been here for 14 years now.
We is.
Me and my wife Mirella. Obviously, after 14 years, we love Bangkok.
Yeah.
And so we started a real estate company here about 10 years ago. So we're helping foreigners with relocating to Bangkok. We ended up in this city, and we still love it.
You ended up here. Is this final destination? You're gonna move on again, or?
Well, based on the company now, I think this is it. Yeah.
So the business keeps you here? I can imagine the food, the weather. What else is keeping you here?
I think it's the comfortable lifestyle. You basically have everything that you have back home. Safety. I mean, I consider Bangkok as one of the safest cities in the world.
I can agree with you.
I mean, you rarely have any fights here in bars. You rarely have. I mean, basically, if I leave if I leave my phone in a taxi, I'm pretty sure they will get it back.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that doesn't really happen everywhere.
No. Good things are all over Bangkok. How about the downside of living here? Like, if you're really open, and can you share any downsides of Bangkok?
I think obviously traffic. You know, traffic is it can be horrible if you're.
But that's everywhere. That's
but
everywhere
I
in the
think
world. Big cities have traffic.
Bangkok is a little bit excessive, you know. So traffic is definitely a downside. Pollution. There is a period in the year, which is normally around February, March, when there's really a lot of pollution in the city, and then you really have to wear masks and everything.
Do you wear masks as well?
If it's really polluted, yes. Yeah. So that's definitely a downside. The best season is between, let's say, the end of October, middle October, until the end of February. Basically, in March it gets warmer, and then in a couple of months the raining season will start. And the best period is definitely from November till the end of February.
People are like my age are considering, because they're digital nomads, they're looking for places where to live.
Yeah.
And would Bangkok be one of the cities that you think, this is a good city for digital nomads?
Yes, I think I mean the internet is really good, and it's not too expensive, so you can get a good place to live. There are a lot of co-working spaces, so that would work. But to really, I mean, the thing is that everybody has their own style, right? And a lot of people don't like busyness. So if you are not a big fan of a busy city, then Bangkok is not your place. You might option maybe Chiang Mai in the north, or you can go to Phuket, for example. But if you like busy cities, then Bangkok definitely is your place. And I think I would recommend to at least just try 1 week or try 2 weeks, see how it is before you make any final decision, you know. And actually, I mean, what I said, we do real estate, so we help people with relocating to Bangkok. And most of the people already know the city before they come here. And that I would definitely recommend. And learn to look at it in different ways, you know. If you come here on holiday, it's very different from living here.
I hear that all the time, but what is actually the biggest difference?
Well, I mean, for example, I live here. I rarely spend any time outside. For example, I work from home. We work in the office, so we have air conditioning in the office. So that's a very different story of, you know, if you're on holiday here, in 1 week you do everything. You go outside, it's hot. You know, so you have to just look at the positive and the negative of both sides. You know?
That's good advice. Stay here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks at least, and to get a better feel.
Try to get a feeling of the local food. I mean, can you settle here? That's a good question, right?
Is there something that you miss in Bangkok?
Yeah, I mean, obviously food. Some food from Holland. You know, it's like mama's food. Yeah, you must miss that as well.
Yeah, of course. I miss my mom also. I asked you before, this is not the first video that we made. Do you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass on?
Stay healthy, stay safe, come to Bangkok.
Jeroen from Global Travel Mate. I put a link down in the description so it's easy for you to find his channel. I also put a link down from a reliable travel insurance. It's called the SafetyWing Nomad Insurance. Thank you all for watching till the very end. I would like to say from the capital city of Thailand, bye for now and stay tuned.